Hey, what's up, guys? This is Lauren Hardy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a deep dive, and this deal is particularly fun to deep dive because it was a pretty fat fee. We made $28,000 on this virtual wholesale deal. I want to deep dive virtual wholesale deals that we do to show you that this is possible. You really can virtually wholesale. You can wholesale from wherever you want. I have team members that are completely virtual out of the country. I have VAs that live in the Philippines. I have acquisition managers who have vacationed all the way to Vietnam while still doing their job. We personally all live in California. I live in Orange County, California, a very high priced area, a very difficult area to wholesale houses in. So I chose to invest out of state. So for this particular deal, this is a property that is in Oklahoma, and we did this completely virtual over the phone from California. So let's do a deep dive. I want to do a deal deep dive where I get into what we got the property under contract for, and I want to show you how we came up with that offer. So I'm going to comp the property out, then I'm going to let you know what we got it under contract for. Then I'm going to let you know what we sold it for and what we made. I'm going to show you how to comp using Zillow, and I'm going to show you how to comp using PropStream, because I think there are two tools that go very well together, and my team personally uses both. We use Zillow, and then we fine tune our comps with PropStream. So before I get into it, you guys, if you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel because we drop a video every day. And if you want a free wholesaling mini course, why don't you check out my website? Go to www.laurenhardyco.com. Okay, so let's get into it. The deal that we did, I'm going to first show you how to, comp this house using Zillow, because it all starts out with a lead, right? You get a lead on a home, and what do you do next? You need to figure out, what this house is worth and what you should offer, right? So I'm going to type in the address into Zillow. I love Zillow. It's free. It's pretty accurate. So I'm going to pull up the property right now on Zillow, and I'm going to look at some basic details of the property. It's a 3-2, 2,200 square feet. I'm going to take a minute to just kind of look at the specs here. This is a pretty high value home for this area, $248,000. Now I'm going to exit out of this screen, and I'm going to look at what is sold in the area. And I'm going to probably narrow the square feet a little bit, so this is a pretty big house, so I want to get other houses that are similar. And what I'm going to look for is anything that's sold in the last 12 months that might have sold to an investor in this neighborhood. So Zillow will naturally put your property right in the middle of this box. So you can zoom outward to pull more comps, which is what I'm going to need to do. Next, I'm going to sort by lowest to highest. This is going to give me investor comparables. You don't know for a fact that these are investors because Zillow won't tell you the actual buyers' names. That's what I use PropStream for. So I use PropStream to fine tune my comps. So as I scrolled out and I sorted it lowest to highest, I see that the lowest sales were land sales, and then the next were around 110, 130, 150, 150, and then it jumps to 185 and 190. I love to stress that when you get a lead on a house, don't overthink your offer. Start out really simple by just looking at Zillow and talking to the seller about a price range. So in our case, we talked to the seller about a price range of $130,000 to $150,000. The seller came back, with, that their property is in really good condition, or at least decent condition. It's, larger in square footage. You can, see it was 2,200 square feet or something like that. So the seller really wanted to get a little above 150. So we came back at 152 and got the property under contract at $152,000. And from there, I mean, look at how easy that was. We didn't really overthink our offer price, but what we did do before we gave the seller the absolute, this is our final offer, is we fine-tuned the offer using PropStream. So I'm going to put the address in here. And what I really want to see now is just more comps on PropStream. Let's see, let's pull it up on PropStream. You put the address right there and you let PropStream pull it up. I'm going to go to the details section here. See, PropStream has a nice little photo of the property. I'm going to go to the details section and I'm going to see what PropStream has for comps. And I really want to try to find comps that look like they were purchased from investors. So I love to do the sorting. I love to sort lowest to highest. And you can see that, we really have a variety of comps. Let's go to cash buyers and just see what comes up there, if anything. Now looks a little funky. Oh, that's because I was like, that's way too many comps. I'm going to make sure I'm going to make sure we kind of narrow it down a little bit in square footage. Again, I'm in now. You can see I click this cash buyers thing. I just want to see, if there's cash buyer comps and what they were. So it looks like something went for 210, something went for 140, but it says retail stores. So that looks a little weird. Oh, and the date range is off. See, the one thing I don't like about this is you have to reset all your filters when you actually start clicking on the buttons like cash buyer and neighbors and all that, which you don't need to do when you just go to comps. So let me play around. Let's see. We are in November 2021 right now. So sorry, it's very hard to talk and push buttons at the same time. Okay, so we've got some really cheap cash comps here. I'm going to look and kind of see how this compares to my property. Now this one our property was, I know for a fact, way better shape than this. This is it looks like kind of old home. And this one, it went for 110. So I'm not going to put that much weight on the cash comps. Ideally, it would be nice to have found a little bit more, but they're kind of lower than what I'm seeing on Zillow. And just because somebody didn't use cash doesn't mean it's not an investor. These are sales that are literally only cash, meaning that there was no loan recorded on the property. There are plenty of investors that use loans. So that's why I don't rely on just the cash sale, but it's somewhere to start. So I don't really because this range is so all over the place from 105 to 400,000, I'm not going to really rely on that. Instead, I'm going to probably start poking around a little bit more. Let me see if that's still in there correctly. I'm going to sort this again, lowest to highest, and kind of see what we have. Now these are flip comps. These are properties that have been bought and sold twice within 1 year. So you get kind of a variety here. 123, 145, 180, 195. I remember seeing this on Zillow, actually, this property. So this apparently sold for 180,000. It's obviously going to be a flip. It's going to be put back on the market. Let's look at this one for 197. I think these are the after photos. My guess is that it's already relisted. So this was bought at 197, but I guarantee it's listed for more. So I'm kind of thinking we might be able to sell it in this range. This says retail stores, which is very odd. And this one is a really small home. It kind of does look like ours. And I'm not sure, I'd have to do a little bit more digging. This is obviously a flip. It looks like it sold for 123 and it's probably relisted, and these are the new listing. What happens is when it's already relisted, now you're not getting the old pictures, you're getting the new. So this definitely is a house in very, very good shape. Um, so it tells me that this price was more of when it was first bought in 2019. Yeah, in 2019. So flip date 2021. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, I never realized. How about that? It has the flip amount right there. I am learning something new on YouTube. I had no idea. So, yeah, so you can kind of see like it was bought at 123, but it probably needed more work than the other one. So, because I know I don't have a ton of room with the seller, she's really not budging. We did put it at 150. We also knew the property was in pretty good shape. And we were able to remarket this property to buyers, and we found a buyer willing to pay $180,000. So that got us $28,000 as a wholesale fee. So we did pretty well on that. And I not all wholesales are going to be that great. I mean, we do plenty of deals where we make $7,000, but sometimes you get a good one. And when you do, you need to know how to act on it fast. You need to know how to get that thing under contract and market it to the right buyer, so you're absolutely capitalizing on this deeply discounted property that you have that they desperately want. And our team is really good at that. So anyway, guys, this was a deep dive. I hope you got something out of it. If you want to learn more about virtual wholesaling, if you want to cut your learning curve, we want to help you. Check out www.virtualinvestingmastery.com. That's my coaching program where all I do is teach and coach virtual wholesaling. It's something I've been doing for over 5 years. I've been wholesaling for almost 10 years. So we've got a great group. Would love to help you out. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.